Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my March TBR. Now, as you would have well known, I've also got my birthday bonanza and the TBR for that is going to come up next. But I thought what I would do is, I thought I'd let you know there is going to be some books that are going to cross over because some books need to be, you need to know about this in there, but I'm not going to tell you which ones. I've only got 2 buddy reads because my TBR is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 17. So 17 books, I think, on my TBR. I think it's a bit crazy. So only 2 buddy reads, but I'm really looking forward to them. I am participating in middle grade March, and I think 2 of these books will count for middle grade March. And once I've read the set books, I'm planning to read more middle grade books when I do my sort of like random picking off my shelves. So I don't know what the TBR jar is going to pick for me. It picks American Dirt in February, which I've still not read, but it picked a great book in January. So let's see what the TBR jar is going to do to me today. I'm going to give this a real go. No, I'm not going to go with that. Okay, I'm going to go with... Oh, this is quite good. The Secret Life of Bees. This is one that Gemma said she wanted to buddy with me, so I better tell her about this. Secret Life of Bees. I've had that was on my TBR last time. The TBR jar last year, and I never got round to it. So I said if I didn't get to it. Oh, this is really smashing it. And this will work really well for March because it's like a summary kind of like getting... Oh, it's daffodils. And daffodils should be appearing. Oh, yay, TBR jar. You did good. Lily has grown up, believing she accidentally killed her mother when she was 4 years old. Now at the age of 14, she yearns for forgiveness and her mother's love. Living on a peach farm in South Carolina with a harsh and unyielding father. Sorry, I've got a sticker on this. She only has one friend, Rosaline, a black servant. When the racial tensions explode one summer afternoon and Rosaline is arrested and beaten, Lily is compelled to act. Fugitives from the Justice pair follow the trail led by the women who died 10 years before. Finding sanctuary in the home of the 3 beekeeping sisters, Lily starts a journey about her understanding of the world as about this mystery surrounding her mother. Oh, I'm not going to carry on doing that because that's going to annoy me. But yeah, see, TBR jar did good. So it's going there, so I remember that's what the TBR jar picked. Yay for the TBR jar. Thank you, TBR jar. I like you. So that's that first one done. I'm going to leave those to one side. But I'll let Gemma know. So talking about Gemma, been reading a book, Gem. Our buddy read of the month, it's a Mahusive book, but our buddy read in February went read Pants. So we wanted to pick a book, because it's my birthday month, I wanted to pick a book by an author that I know I love, and that's Joanne Harris. This is the 3rd in the Chocolat series, and it's probably one of the biggest. It's over 500 pages. No, it's not, because I thought it was over 500 pages, but there's a chapter for another book in here, The River Rats. Or is that River Rats? Or is that the... Oh, yes. So, oh, no, that's not. The River Rats is part of it. Oh, flippity giblet. I think it is on 531 pages, but no, it isn't. I've stuffed myself up here. 540 pages. Why did we pick this? But it's one I'm really excited about. When Viviane Rocher receives a letter from beyond the grave, she allows the wind to blow her back to the village in the southwest France, where 8 years ago she opened up a chocolate shop. But Lasquette is different now. A woman veiled in black, a scent of spices, peppermint tea, and on the bank of the River Thames, facing the church, a minaret. Not only the incomers from the North Africa that have brought change, Father Regnard, Vivienne's adversary, is disgraced and under threat. Could it be that Vivienne is the only one to save him now? Ooh, excited! Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Very, very excited. Although, not as excited as the first. That will be read in the second half of the month, I think. I'm going to talk to Gemma about that, because that doesn't fit for the readathon. But the book I'm more excited about than anything, because it fits middle grade March. It is included in the readathon, although I'm not telling you where. And that is The Stormer Sisters. This is the 4th book in the series. I actually pre-ordered that on Amazon. I never pre-order it. I'm buddy reading it with the lovely Charlie from Charles Heathcote. A frozen town called Wilderness, promising adventure, a ghostly legend of a fortune teller, a highwayman, and a stolen crystal ball. 3 sisters with a mystery to solve as the icy storm rages around them. It looks gorgeous. This was my treat to myself. It's a short book. It's literally only just over 300 pages. I'm reading it for my readathon. I can't flipping wait. I think we're starting it literally on the first day of the readathon, and I can't wait. I think I will just be like, probably first thing in the morning I'll read this. I'm just so excited by this book. It's stunning. It's one of my only series books and I just love it. I wonder if she's going to write another book. Now the next one is the one for the Walpole Along. Now the plan is, because this is about half the size of the last book, I was going to read it. We're going to be reading it over March and April. But I think I'm going to read it as much of it as over March as I can, because April is going to be quite a busy month and I want to get cracking. So I'm going to be reading over all of March and maybe the start of April, because this is only like 400. It's less than 500 pages. And to think, one of my other books, my Joanne Harris book is over 500, and I'm reading that in like a week or so. So I do want to crack on with this. I really enjoyed the first book. I'm nearly finished it. Once I got into it, I loved it more. This is more about the unlocking the glittering court of Henry VIII, where Thomas Cromwell is now chief minister, with Henry captivated by the plain Jane Seymour, and rumours of Anne Boleyn's faithlessness whispered by all. So this is going to be quite a dark, twisty one, and I'm really looking forward to this, because the first one is more about Anne Boleyn, but this is more about Jane Seymour when she comes out. So can't wait for this. This looks exciting. It's one that I'm really excited by. The one that I'm loving our group read. I'm loving our group chat. The group chat for the Analog is going really well. Actually, I do need to comment on it today, actually. And this is Anne of the Island. Now, I actually enjoyed this the first time I read it more than I enjoyed Anne of Avonlea. And I found that every alternate book was brilliant. And this is where, as her childhood friends get married and move away, Anne too leaves Prince Edward Island for Redmond College in Kingsport. Though Priscilla Grant and Gilbert Blythe are fellow students, at first she feels lonely and provincial, but Anne soon makes new friends. Wherever she goes, one of whom is richest. Oh, Roy Gardner. We meet Roy Gardner in this. I can't tell you too much about this book, but I will tell you it's bloody good. So all those that are taking part in the Analog, this is really, 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 really good. Loved it. Now, the first in this one of my series books, so obviously, I'm alternating my series book months. This is the first in the Comfort Food Cafe, although it's summer at the Comfort Food and March is spring. Well, the end of March is spring. I'll probably read this at the later part of the month, actually. I loved some of Debbie Johnson's books, and this is some of it. This is the Comfort Food Cafe. It's perched on a windswept cliff top, serving the most delicious cream teas, beautifully baked breads, and carefully crafted cupcakes. For tourists and locals alike, the ramshackle cafe overlooking the beach is a place like no other, a place that offers friendship as a daily special, where heartwarming welcome is always on the menu. For widowed mum of 2, Laura Walker, the decision to uproot her teenage children and make the trek from Manchester to Dorset for the summer isn't one she takes lightly, and not one she's winning any awards for in her kids' eyes. Her job at the cafe, the hilarious people she meets there, give Laura the chance to make new friends, to learn to be herself again, and learn to love. Love books on food, love cafes. Yeah, it just looks, and it's got recipes at the back, which I love. It's a short and sweet book. It is probably just what I'm going to need in amongst the heavier books in March. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. Then I think, the last of the series books. So this is to be the second in the Nightingale Sisters. I'm starting the first one today. I'll get off this because I've got a busy day today. I don't want to read too much of the bag because obviously the first book I haven't even started yet. This is about Violet, Dora and Millie, and then they're the student nurses at Nightingale Hospital. I really won't say any more about this, I'm afraid, but you'll hear more about it once I've read it, or maybe in one of my, if I do my vlog that month. Let's see if I'm reading it on birthday week. But yeah, that does look good. It's the historical fiction. Then my book that I'm reading for the page 2 read along is One Perfect Summer. And oh God, I love this book. I remember loving this. Yes, it's another book in summer that I'm reading in March, which makes no sense. But this is about, this book lasts a long time. This is over quite a few years. Alice is 18 and about to start university, whereas Joe's life is going nowhere. A Dorset summer chance meeting, and the two of them have to fall in step as if they've known each other forever. And then something happens, and Alice goes off to Cambridge, and she meets Lucas, and years later Joe comes back, and it's really exciting. And I've already met Joe again in the last book, but this is, you meet him at the start, you meet him as younger, and then you meet him a bit older, and these characters reappear in a lot of page 2 and other books, and it's good. Love this book. Can't wait to read it again. Now we've got my reread. I thought birthday month, you know, I said I would do a reread a month. I'm doing it. My reread for the month is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because it was my second favourite book of last year, second or third favourite book of last year. And I think it's one that right at the second that I'm recording this, I need this book because my chronic pain is through the roof. And I'm going to be at the hospital and I don't know what's going on. But one of my subscribers said that, I think it was Livia, she said that she thinks that I remind her of Chloe Brown, because I had a list after my car accident where with my chronic pain, I'm determined not to let it beat me and give me a life. And we all know about Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I read it last year, at the start of last year, and it was one of my best books of that year. Enjoy a drunken night out, ride a motorbike, go camping. I still need to go camping, actually. There's loads of things that she does, and I think I need to remind myself of her strength to get my own strength back. So, can't wait to reread that. My book that I'm reading for the middle grade March, this is again one of my middle grade March books. And this is Fledgling by Lucy Hope. I think Gemma gave me this. Read a book, Gem. The owls are another sign. It's just that Casey E. Engel doesn't know what it means, or she doesn't have long to find out, because grim forces are gathering and she's right on the path. It's full of twists and turns, and it's stunning, and it's got owls. I love owls. It's got Hope. It's called Hope. She was tiny, she had wings. Her arrival was the start of everything. What more do I need to know? Another short but sweet book, less than 200 pages, but it's just what I need. I really am trying to make sure my birthday month has books I love, because February books have been crap in general, so far anyway. So I said I'd pick up a thriller a month, and I thought I'd go with a thriller author that I know I love, which is Lisa Jewell. Even perfect families have secrets. The house we grew up in. Imagine a picture book cottage in a village, a family in a sun-drenched kitchen filled with love and laughter. Picture an Easter weekend where tragedy strikes, so unexpected, so devastating that no one can talk about it. The years pass, the children become adults. Gradually they lose touch with the secrets as the secret between them tears them apart. But then something happens that calls them back to the house they grew up in and to what really happened on the Easter weekend all those years ago. Exciting, scary, just what I freaking love. Then you guys all voted for my classic for the month, because my classics are going pants at the moment. Really having no luck with classics. And you all voted for The House on the Strand by Daphne du Maurier. And you all know I love Daphne du Maurier. She's one of my more up-to-date classics. I've got the Virago Modern Classics edition of this. Written in the tradition of Edgar Allan Poe and Lovecraft, this is a gripping and masterfully written tale of history and horror within the fast, fresh approach to time travel. Woo, it's time travel. As well as classic. When Dick Young's friend Magnus offers him an escape from his trouble in the form of a new drug, Dick finds himself transported to a Cornish manor of Twickenham in the 14th century. As Dick witnesses the intrigues of the court there, he becomes fixated with Roger and captivating Isolada Carmino, and withdraws from the modern world to spend more time in the past. This is a nice one. It's a short one, yay! Like short ones, because I've got loads of long ones. This looks really good. Really looking forward to that. Thank you guys for picking that. Then my non-fiction of the month is, I thought, Cinderella, because it's middle grade March, but it's a non-fiction book. And this, if you had not been born, Mama would still be alive. Adeline's family considered her bad luck, and she was made to feel unwanted all her life. This is a story of the struggle for acceptance and how she overcame the odds to prove her worth. This is a true life story, and it's a very moving one. So I thought I'd read it. I thought I'd be interesting. Again, it's a short and sweet book, but it's one that I thought would be very good for middle grade March. And then lastly, I spoke to my lovely booktube friends Gemma and Alice from Read Book Gem and Alice from Alice's World of Books, and we discussed what book I would pick up for my historical fiction shelves. Thought I'd pick up an Emma Donoghue book. This is in honour of you, Katie, from Books and Things, because she loved frog music and it was the one she talked about. And I like the whole idea of kissing a frog. I don't know why, random. It's the whole making a frog into a prince, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, this could be interesting. San Francisco, 1876. A stifling heatwave and a smallpox epidemic. Epidemic does not sound good at the moment. Still. Deep in the streets of Chinatown live three former stars of the Parisian circuit. Blanche, now an exotic dancer at the House of Mirrors, her lover Arthur and her companion Ernest. When an eccentric outsider joins the little circle, secrets unravel, changes everything, and leaving one of them dead. That's all I need to know. It's about 450 pages, so it's not too long. No, 440. It's not too long, but it's long enough. And it's one that if Katie from Books and Things liked it, I'm going to really give it a go. And I hope I love it. So, let's see how I do. So, what do you think of the books that I've picked for this month? Are you happy with them? Is there any that you think I should prioritise? Obviously, I'm starting the readathon on the 4th or 5th. So the first couple of books are not allowed to be too long because I've kind of got to get them done before the readathon starts. So I may well start a couple of my shorter ones at the start. See how it goes? See how we do? Obviously the really long books will be read over the month, so that's not a stress. So let me know which ones you think I should prioritise, which ones you're really excited about. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.